Hi everyone, it's been a long time and no see, I know, but I'm back and I'm better than before because I have a bunch of video ideas and I want to film and edit and get them up for you guys. So this video is going to be about some tips that I have for grad students, especially my SLP grad students because I'm an SLP grad student. So these are 5 tips for grad students in general, but I'm an SLP grad student, so it's coming from that perspective. Let me give a little bit of backstory to like where I am currently in my program. So I'm in the master's program at NYU. I'm in the distance program, which means I'm in the online program, and I was online pre-pandemic. And I'm currently in my final 2 semesters. I'm in my second to last semester. Yay! I'm in my second to last semester, and um, yeah, I cannot wait to be done. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to finally graduate. I'm tired of school. I just want to help the little kiddos out there and, use what I've been learning. And also, I want to tell you guys what I've learned and advice that I wish that I had before I started grad school. I think I watched a few videos, but this is what I've learned personally and I want to share with you guys. The first thing, and this is a big lesson that I learned, the number one lesson, well, it's not number one. These don't really have like a ranking. It's just the first thing I'm going to say. The first tip for grad students is to ask for help. Yes, I said it. Ask for help. For me personally, it's kind of hard for me to ask for help like in my regular day-to-day life. So asking for help for like in grad school, it's just like what? And when I say ask for help, I mean like ask for help either from your peers, ask for help from your professors by asking for an extension, request an extension, and try to do that like I want to use the word preemptively, but I'm not sure if I'm using the word right. Yeah, try to do it like basically anticipate, like know yourself, know like if you're realize that if you're in a tight spot, just ask for help like before it's too late. That's really the tip. Ask for extension, ask for help before it's too late. Like don't wait until the last minute to ask for help. Like sometimes like I've learned this time and time again in this program. It's been 2 years and I've learned this time and time again. And now like in my last 2 semesters, I'm definitely going to ask for help whenever I like can foresee myself needing help. I will ask for an extension in advance. I'm not gonna wait until it's like, oh my god, like it's the last minute. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't get this paper done on time. Can I please have an extension? And like the paper is past due. Like the professor's gonna be like, you're already late. Like some professors have been nice enough to be like, it's okay, like you can turn it in still, but try to like ask before. I'm like, why didn't I ask before? I'm just like making it worse for myself. There was a class that I had on Monday this past semester, and I had like a bunch of assignments for it. Sometimes that happens, like a class will have like weeks without any like major assignments being due, but then like 1 week is like 3 assignments are due for the same class on the same day. And it's just a lot. And sometimes like I procrastinate and then I wait until the very, very last minute to do something. Or sometimes like I procrastinate, like saying like, oh, I'll get it done this time. And then when that time comes, something else happens, like some external thing in my life, like some emergency, some kind of something. And I have to like, attend to that instead of attending to my schoolwork. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like why didn't I do it before when I had time? Now I have no time because these things popped up. And then it's like I should have procrastinated. I should have asked for an extension because like 3 things being due and I already kind of waited until the last minute to do it. And then things start popping up, like this person gets sick or I get sick or something like that. So it's just like just ask for an extension. Just ask for an extension. I finally did it this past semester. I asked for an extension, and my professor was like, sure. And I was just like, wow. So that's what I've learned. And that's my advice to you, is to ask for help / ask for an extension, and try to do it before the last minute. Like, just anticipate, like, oh, I have X, Y, and Z to do during the week. So ask your professor like earlier in the week before the assignment is due. So that's my first advice. The second, number 2, actually goes along with that, and it's kind of like a saying. And the saying is, I kind of came up with it. I don't know if I heard it externally, but like internally I came up with it, I think. And what it is to do something today to make tomorrow easier for yourself. And that just means, like, going back to the example I said, like, if I know that I have these assignments coming up and I'm kind of like, today's a chill day, I could do my assignment today, but I know it's due on Friday. Let's say it's Monday, my assignment's due on Friday. I could like do my assignment because it's a chill day, but no, I'm just gonna relax today and I'll do it on Tuesday. Tuesday comes and it's like some crazy thing happens, like maybe I like get a cough, or like my cat like is not doing well, and so I start worrying about her. So what I could have done was on Monday, when Monday was a chill day and Monday was an easier day, I could have just been like, let's make tomorrow easier. Let's not add to tomorrow's work just because today is easy. Let's try to do as much as we can today and still enjoy the day, but do as much as we can today so that tomorrow can be easy. Don't just be like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and you have no idea what's gonna happen tomorrow. And you have no idea what tomorrow will bring. Like, if you don't know that tomorrow is going to be an easy day too. So might as well, if you have the energy, if you have the time, if you have the mental capacity, if you're having an easy day today, do something today to make tomorrow easier. If you can't, then of course, like, try to save yourself. But if you have that time, that mental capacity, like I just said, like, do something today. I've learned that. And honestly, I'm happy to say that I'm doing it. I'm doing something today to make tomorrow easier for myself. I'm still learning this. This applies in many different areas of your life besides schoolwork. Like, if you can get ahead on assignments, you should get ahead on your assignments. Also, like, just other things, like, I don't know, cleaning the house and stuff like that. So all these different things you could do to just help yourself. So that's the saying. That's my number 2 advice. Number 3 is to plan out your semester and use planners. What I like to do is I like to print out my syllabi, or I take it and I put it in like a Google Drive, and I just look at the whole semester and I try to like look at the whole thing. Like, there's been semesters where I did not do this, and it's just like things just like kind of pop up and surprise me, and I'm like, whoa, I did not know this was due. But the semesters where I like looked at the whole syllabi and like I wrote it out in my planner, so like everything, for every class, by the way, every class is like written down, all the assignments and like all the exam dates and everything like that, has been so much helpful because I have like an overview of the semester already at the beginning of the semester. I know like what I need to be doing. Like, I'll kind of feel it in the back of my mind, or like just feel it in my heart, like, oh, you know, it's week 5 of my semester. I have something due week 5 because I remember writing it down, or I just remember reading it over. And another thing that you could do to plan out your semester is make like a assignment tracker. I could show a picture of mine that I made. And also, I think I'm gonna do a vlog where I show like how I plan for the semester, since I'm literally gonna be using all of these advice going into my last 2 semesters in my program. So I'm gonna be showing like my assignment tracker, and it's just like the assignment, the date that it's due, and if I completed it already or not, and the week that it's due too. So I write all those things down, and then I did it for 1 class, but I only have 3 classes this semester. But if I had all my syllabi right now, I would make it for the other classes too, so I can keep track of like what week I have what due, and then I could literally put like all 3 classes into one assignment tracker, so that way I can see the entire semester, what I have due, and when I have it due, and if I complete it or not. And something that really like works for me is like just checking things off, like writing it down, or like writing it, typing it out, and like just crossing it out, or like putting a check mark, and it's just like, yes, I did this, and this, and it makes me feel good. So plan out your semester. It helps to just have an overview, and it helps to just keep you organized on it and on track. Okay, number 4 advice is to build your network / do like networking, and also find some study buddies. Finding study buddies, or like just like working on making a study guide with your classmates, is just so helpful. The first few semesters I like made all my study guides by myself, and it took me forever. And then I started working with a classmate of mine, and the two of us would do our study guides together. And then she also had another friend who came in and like helped us with the study guide too. And basically like 2 weeks before the exam, our final exam, we already finished our study guide. Usually when I was doing it by myself, I would have to go back over everything, and like it would take me, I would have like maybe a few days before the final exam, or like literally the day before the final exam is when I finished my study guide. And so now I only have 1 day to study my study guide, versus when I worked with classmates on the study guide, we finished it 2 weeks before. And well, it also matters when your professor gives you a study guide, or when they give you questions, or when they give you an idea of what's on the final exam. Then you can, but also you can make a study guide in general. Like you can kind of like just make a big list of what you've learned this semester, and probably will be on the exam. But yeah, like I said, we finished it 2 weeks before, and so I had 2 weeks to study that study guide, and it was so nice to like not have to do all of myself. Like I had so much more time to just study, so much more time to like make other study guides, because there's not only one class that I had a final exam for. So that really helped. Like it made it so much easier to study, because like instead of like going back and like trying to, like if you didn't take really great notes during the semester, or if you got a little confused along the way, it was great. It's good to just have study buddies, or like have that network and community in your school, or with your classmates, to just like ask a question like, hey, I didn't really understand like why we have to do SLP exercises, or like what's back pressure, like can you explain that to me? And then someone can explain to you, and you'll just understand it. Sometimes like someone will explain something to you, and they just explain it in words that make it make sense, and for some reason maybe you weren't understanding when the professor was saying it. It's a really good thing to like talk to your classmates, make study guides together, network with your professors, like reach out to them. And especially like in the field that I'm in, it's really important to network with your classmates. But I feel like that kind of happens when you have to do like group projects together, and maybe you like, you know, connect with each other based on like other things that are going on outside of school. But it's really important to network with your professors as well, because a lot of our professors are in the profession, they're SLPs themselves. And so when we graduate and after we get our license, these are going to be our colleagues. So it's really great to like network with your professors and like build relationships with them, and like keep up those relationships, because these are our future colleagues. And yeah, so that's important. Okay, so my 5th and final tip for grad students and SLP grad students in particular, because I am one, is to take care of yourself. And yeah, it's last but not least is to take care of yourself, and make sure that you are drinking water, you're eating, you are taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, taking care of yourself, because school, it can be very stressful, and you don't want to just like, I don't know, at least for me, I don't want to just like zone out and just like kind of be like a zombie going to school. Like it's important to take breaks and honestly, like, even if you had enough time, like going back to the first tip was, which was to ask for extensions, even if like you have enough time to do an assignment, but you're not feeling mentally there, you know, ask for an extension. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself to a spa day. Treat yourself to some ice cream, whatever makes you happy. Like, just play video games, watch a movie, do something that you enjoy. Take time to take care of yourself, because then you can perform your best in grad school. And I think professors are more understanding to that now, especially in a pandemic. Like, I think they're understanding that this is a really stressful time for students, like, and professors. Of course, it's stressful for everyone, but as a student, like with these deadlines, and like, it's naturally always stressful for students. Like, school is stressful for students especially. So, and then being that we're in a pandemic, thankfully a lot of people, professors, faculty, and stuff like that, are pretty understanding. But at the end of the day, you should take care of yourself and do what's best for yourself. Take breaks whenever you need, but also try, whenever you do feel well, whenever you're well taken care of, don't abuse that free time and just chillax like to the max. Try to also like get ahead on things, or just do something today to make tomorrow easier for yourself. So that is my 5 tips for grad students. This is a longer video than I anticipated, because I gave a little bit of backstory to why I'm giving these tips, but I think that's more meaningful than me just saying, hold on one second, me just saying I'm gonna read them off. Tips for grad school: ask for help/extensions, do something today to make tomorrow easier for yourself, plan out your semester, build network and find study buddies, and also take care of yourself. Like, I could have said that in less than a minute, but then what would you really gain from that? I think you maybe gained more from me talking about the different experiences that I had in grad school so far. And yes, I'm so excited to be graduating next semester in the spring of 2022. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be more consistent now because I fixed my camera and I actually got ahead on the semester, so I have more time to like film videos for you guys, so that's amazing. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be soon, and it's gonna be crochet related. So bye. So all that to say, wait, what? All that to say, yes, have like make community. Wow. So that was number 4, the 4th tip, which is to wow, I have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, so yeah, so